Hey there, French Nibs again. Out here in the garage tonight, do a little bit of goofing around, and I wanted to do a review for a really cool product that was just sent over to me by the folks over at Feyachi. I've actually gotten some really nice red dots from them in the past. Haven't heard from them in a while, but my contact reached out to me a short time ago and asked me if I would be willing to take a look at a new red dot that they just came out with. And I think it's a real winner of a little really budget friendly red dot. I have it mounted up on my Hotsun Jet 2, really cool little jet. I have it slightly modified. I have one of the buck rail modular suppressors on there, and I also have the buck rail pumper handle in place of the bolt handle there. But let's talk about what comes in the box before we get into talking about the dot itself. First of all, they send it in a really nice little. You could. I've got several of these Feyachi cases. You could really use these for something as an ammo case. Put a piece of foam in there and put ammo in there. Obviously, once you put the dot on something, you don't need the case for that anymore, unless you're using it to store the accessories. So now this one did come in. It did have the this extended mount on there, and I did mount it up on there. It was okay, but it just seemed a little high for me, so I put the shorter mount on, and it's really working a lot better in this application with that shorter mount on there. But it comes with that elevated mount as well. Really nice manual, lots of good information about the unit in there. It does come with a little cleaning cloth, little set of bikini covers. It did come with a battery already installed, but the battery that was in there was actually flat, so I did have to replace the battery. But it does come with a second battery in the case, along with some extra screws and some Torx wrenches to install it and adjust it and all that sort of thing. But that's really pretty cool. So it is advertised as a 2 MOA dot. It does have sleep mode and shake awake. I did test the sleep mode. It took about four-ish minutes, 4 or 5 minutes for it to shut off. But it really only took just a light little tap, and it turned back on again. It is just a dot. There's no other functions inside of it, but that's perfectly fine with me. Sometimes I like to play around with I've got several that have this big circle and everything in the middle, and I always find myself just turning the dot on anyway and not having so it was off, and it's back on now. So I did capture an image through the dot just to give you guys a look. First of all, at the clarity of the glass, and here's a picture of it. I'm not the best at photography through these lenses, but the dot, I did focus the dot on the piece of paper at the downrange target so you could see it a little bit better. You always get a little bit of that starburst effect capturing them on the camera. But let's go ahead and I'm going to load up a mag here. So my jet is a 177 caliber. They do make the jet in a 22 and a 25 caliber. Maybe someday I'll get the other calibers just to plink around with them, but this one is a fun garage plinking gun for sure. I know they're not really just intended just for that, but I really kind of see these the kind of tube style red dots as more of a AR type, rifle type red dot, and then the ones that are got the little window that sticks up as more of a pistol type, and I know they're not really specifically intended for that, but that's what I kind of when I see them, that's what I think of when I see it, one of these type of red dots. I've actually had one of those on a on a Savage Mark II pistol, or no, Ruger Mark II pistol, not Savage. I've got a, I've got a Savage Mark II rifle sitting right there, and that's why I thought of Savage when I was thinking of it. But I have a Ruger Mark II pistol, target pistol, with one of these, not this brand, but one of these type of tube style red dots on it. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of plinking, and then we'll get out of here. I really appreciate Feyachi sending this over to take a look at. It zeroed up nice and fast, mounted up real easy. Like I said, the only thing with it, when I first got it, the battery that was installed was flat. I don't know if they forgot to turn it off, so you can manually turn it off so it doesn't shake back on again. Maybe they tested it and forgot to turn it off, and every time the shipping driver hit a bump, it turned itself back on again, and finally it was dead by the time it got to me. Not the end of the world. CR 2032s, you can buy 40 of them for $10, so it's not a big deal. But I really like this pump handle. It makes this gun so much fun. And, so I'm hitting a little splatter burst there just for starters. So I don't know if they make this in a green dot. For me, I have pretty good astigmatism, pretty bad astigmatism, I guess you'd say. For me, a green dot, I get a little bit less starburst effect looking through a red dot or through a green dot than a red dot. But let's go ahead and hit that soda can. it's just going right through it without even moving it. All right, let's hit our ram. No problem there. Let's hit our pig. Oh, so my piano hinge that all them silhouettes are mounted up on is a little bit springy, so when I hit it with something like this, a little rifle with a little bit of power, a lot of times it knocks the chicken over too. So all right, so I have a couple of paintballs there. I don't know. There we go. Ooh, that was a nice splatter there. I wasn't sure we were gonna be able to get that. Let's get the turkey. No problem there. Was that my last one? Yeah, that was my last one. Let's load up another mag. We're still doing good on time. So again, these just using Crossman Premier hollow points. I have found with this Hatsan that if I don't use a round nose or these hollow point round nose pellets with this, I try to use a wad cutter or something like that with something with an edge on the front edge of it. It doesn't feed very well. Not the end of the world, but it does kind of limit what you can do with it. And I think it's the magazine more than the gun. But we're not reviewing the gun today, are we? We're just having fun. But yeah, it's a really nice, it looks very good on this, tactical looking little air gun. So all right, one more mag and then we'll get out of here. Just having so much fun with these plinkers out here in the garage. If you are interested in either one of these buck rail items, I do have a link down in my description to Buck Rail's website inside of my what do you call it, Linktree account, and you can find everything over there. So give it a look. All right, so I have that Rojo target. Not a problem. Let's hit the can a couple more times. I'm going to hit it right at the bottom where that thick part of it is. All right, I have one more paintball there. Don't know where that hit. There it goes. I don't know why I was having so much problems with them orange ones splattering before, but let's see. Do I have? Oh, we got one more. Let's hit the Rojo target one more time. This thing's got plenty of power. All right, there you go. The 7-round mag goes quick on this guy, but it's a lot of fun, especially with that pump action going. But there you go. That is the Feyachi, brand new. They call this the V90. So if you're looking for it, look on Amazon, V90, Feyachi V90. And really pretty cool product. Really nice. Very, very clear optic. Very clear. So some of these really have a lot of, the cheaper, and this is not a cheaper one, but a lot of the less expensive ones are have not the greatest glass in there, so it's even harder to see through it. But this one's very clear. The dot's very clear, even for me with my astigmatism. Nice product. So hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.